If you are a dad and you have access to paid parental leave and you choose not to take it, you are part of the problem. And I'm saying paid parental leave, not unpaid, but if you have access to paid parental leave as a man and a father and you choose not to take it for fear of how that will look or how it might impact your career, you are part of the problem. You are part of the reason the motherhood penalty exists. When men and fathers choose not to take advantage of these things, it negatively impacts women and mothers. Women oftentimes are penalized for having children because they leave the workforce, they lose out on experience, even if just for a short period of time, even if it's just 8 weeks, they get looked at differently for doing so. And oftentimes men will opt out of taking paid parental leave so that they don't have those same repercussions. They do not want to be viewed in a different light at work. They don't want to be penalized for taking time off. But by them doing that, it will continually push women down and lift men up. Women take on the bulk of the domestic labor. They take on the bulk of the childcare. They are the ones who are expected to take paid leave or unpaid leave when they have children. They bear the brunt of that, partially because oftentimes they're the birthing person, but even when that's not the case, And so outside of obviously financial reasons why people cannot take leave, if you have access to paid leave and financially you could do it, but you choose not to because of how it will look, you are hurting women. Because what happens is, in this instance, it's not only bad for her career and her financially and her well-being and mental health, it also negatively impacts how dads view themselves in the scope of parenting. They view themselves as the paycheck and the provider, and then they don't step fully into fatherhood. Oftentimes men will say women are just better equipped for those early days of having a child. They are more nurturing, they are better caregivers. But in reality, that's not true. Men have just been told that they're not good at it, but they are. It has been shown that if men take that time and they spend that time with their children, it matters. It builds better bonds. It creates better caregivers out of men and fathers. So if you are a man and you have access to paid leave, but you don't take it for the sake of your career, just know it has a negative impact on women, including your partner, including your daughters. It will continually be unequal. It will not be equitable in the workforce or at home as long as men do not take the same time that women do when they become parents. Because women are expected to take time off to be with their kids. They are expected to take time off when their kids are sick. They are expected to be the default parent, the person who is constantly adjusting their lives for children. And men are expected to prioritize their careers. And that is why when people look at hiring women, they think, oh no, she's a mother, maybe not her. But they don't do the same things to dads because dads are not expected to take that time off to prioritize their families. So until men start raising their hand and start doing that as often as women do, it will continue to be inequitable both at work and at home.